To see you. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to come to everything. It's all good. So, anybody that doesn't know me, I'm Christy. I am from Junk Journal Boss, and I do live streaming here every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And if you don't know, I also do a stream at 2 p.m. Pacific on Wednesdays as well. So you can catch me. I do different projects, but as you can see, I have many messes. Well, I guess you could say that. I have a big mess. So I'm going to tell you about a couple things while I clean this up, and then we'll get moving on our what is it we're working on? The little golden book. We'll get working on our little golden book project. And has anybody started that yet? Also, can you guys hear me? All right. Let me know if you can hear me. And then I'll know. Let me know if you can hear me. Then I'll know all is well. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Melissa. So did anybody find a little golden book they want to use for their project? All right, cool. Not a problem. So on YouTube, we are working on we're actually starting one of these journals that are layered envelope journals. So there's, a signature inside, and then there's a whole bunch of layers of envelopes, and I used just old junk mail envelopes and greeting card envelopes and things like that. And so we started that. We started the outside. All right. That's okay. I made a playlist today on YouTube. So it is called, creating a junk journal from a little golden book. And so every time, and I have to be reminded to do this, you guys, because I can often forget things. But the Twitch stream, I want to remember to download and get into that playlist. Okay, I think I've got a lot. Okay, so for those of you that are not part of my Patreon, this is our March project, and it's really cool. Every month I give you guys my patrons, my supporters, that's easier to say, an exclusive layout for to use in their junk journals. So this is the one for March, and it's really super cute. The papers inside aren't included in the project itself, but if you're part of the Dragonflies, you get the whole project, all the paper and everything. The lower tiers are different than that, but just go head over to my Patreon and go see what there is. Also, just so you guys know, I'm getting ready to change the tiers to something that's more doable for me. There's going to be some changes, in my schedule. Well, actually, there already are changes in my schedule that prevent me from doing everything. you know, and I want to do everything. You guys know I do. I want to do absolutely every single thing, but I can't. So I have to just narrow down what I'm doing for a time. And so that's going to change the Patreon tiers. I think you guys will like it anyway. So, let's see. Oh yeah, Haunted Mansion. So, let's see. Oh yeah, Haunted Mansion. So, and by Haunted Mansion, I mean that's my choice of golden book that I'm working with. That's my choice of golden. As a matter of fact, Ezra, if you want to do this project, Grandma has a whole bunch of little golden books, pretty much all Disney. So if you want any of them, you are welcome to them. I'm like baffled right here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was wondering where the pages are. So here's a quick run through of what this looks like so far. Is well, in lesson 1 we did the cover, and what we did was we pulled all of these aren't the ones that go with this, but you know, the little pieces of shiny paper that is usually on the end here or on the edge here. We pulled those off, and we had to do that with heat. If you want to see that video, Ezra, can you post the playlist link? And then we also added some signatures, and the signatures, I usually do signatures that are removable. Every once in a while I'll do ones that are sewn in. You can do it whichever way you want, but just know that, you know, it'll be hard depending on what you use here. It might be hard to poke holes through it. So, and so because I use the elastic, you can see it right here, I needed to cover it with something. And I just covered it with some blue satin. And I probably just got this out of, I don't know, my mom probably had a piece of it laying around, and I'm like, hey, I can use that. And so the inside looks like this, where we made did you say, Melissa, that this is called piano hinge? And basically what that is a little piece of paper or piece of cardstock folded to make these little 1/2-inch hinges, right? And so all of these pages here, which I did 4 pages together, and put those in one. And so I covered it this way. I stapled it and covered it with some cardstock or paper, whatever. And then I did the same thing to the second batch of 4 pages. Accordion hinge, thank you. And then I did the same thing with the last 4 pages. And so in between all of the book pages are my signatures, my removable signatures. So that's where we're at now. So I need to find my instruction really quick. I think I set it over there for the next lesson. I need to find my instruction really quick. I think I set it over there for the next lesson. And so that's absolutely true. Yeah. So we removed the binding, trimmed the pages, prepared the new spine, did the hole punching. Well, no, we didn't do the hole punching because I didn't do a pamphlet stitch on these. We bound the journal, attached the signatures, and reinforced the spine, which I think we did that the first day. Now it's decorate and cover journal pages. So embellish the cover. I don't know that I want to embellish it too much because I think it's pretty cool the way it looks, but I do want to find the little gold items here, and I don't see them in my stuff. So we're going to chill on that, and we will eventually add that. I feel like it would be really cool to put these corners on here, because you know the corners get all banged up. So let me grab those. So I have these. I have a bunch of boxes of this kind of stuff. Oh, I got so much shit, you guys. So, I was thinking maybe using something like these. Sorry about the glare. On here. But it doesn't go over, you know, the end, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. I do have somewhere else some kind that go on here, but I don't want to keep walking away from my desk, so I think I'm going to go with these ones. So I think for now I'm just going to put them on the outside until I can find the gold spine pieces to put on, but I don't even know if that has to be that way. I think it's just these ends right here. So I'm going to do that, and for this I'm going to need to use some art glitter glue, and it's supposed to dry pretty fast. It's pretty good glue, really, and it'll dry. Let me just spread this around a little bit. It will dry not white, it'll dry clear. So I'm going to put this onto here, which I think is really cool looking, and I'm going to get my trusty clips out, my favorite Dollar Tree clips, and we're going to clip that, and then we're going to do the other one, and then we'll just let those sit like that and start embellishing the pages. And I think what I was doing before last week, I was actually embellishing the edges of each page, and I think that looks super cool. I got that idea from April at Pink Odd Bird, and I thought it was just such a cool idea, so I wanted to also do that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the golden book pages that way, but I'm definitely doing this. So last time I was trying to do this, and it was really super annoying. Oh, here. Look what I found. Well, let's see. I found these. So I'm going to add those onto there, because that's kind of signature little golden book, right? So, hi Ezzy. Don't worry about it. You're fine. We don't have a whole like bunch of chaos going on anyway. It's just us. So that's kind of weird though. Is scaled here? Because scaled usually is on Twitch, and they were there on YouTube. That was nice. So what Scaled Crafts does is, I believe they make trusses for dollhouses, which is a super niche, right? So anyway, I found that really interesting. Okay. Oh, things are moving around here. Okay. Oh, quit it. All good. No problem. I mean, for all I know, they could be subscribed to, or in one of my groups or something. I don't know.
For all I know, they could be subscribed to.
But
or in one of my
I just thought it was different because I usually see them on.
But I just thought it was different because I usually see
On Twitch. So, all right, stop this. All right, I'm trying, but this is so fiddly. I'm hoping I can do it this time, but it's a good possibility I won't. Maybe if I go from this direction and then just... This might work. This might work. Oh my gosh.
this might work.
All right. So I would recommend not doing this with
So I would
with a piece of paper, but with a piece of cardstock. It would just be much better. But since I'm committed, I'm going to go ahead and just keep going and finish this up, and then we'll continue to okay. Now it's weird on this side because I'm not left-handed, but I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure why I had this tape, but I'm guessing it's so that I can tape those two together. I don't know, or maybe something was in there. I have no idea. So maybe I just wanted to hide the back side of this, because sometimes when you put eyelets on one side of the page, it looks weird on the other side. You know, have you guys noticed that? It's doesn't look as clean. So anyhow, all right, so now I'm good here, and I'm just going to just tie a knot and a knot, and then just let these hang down like that. So that's pretty cute, but I always have to cut these diagonal because I'm like that. I think it might have been a mom thing too. So anyhow, oh, I know what I was doing with that. It was this. Okay, so I have some of this metal ribbon. And stay. So I have this metal ribbon, which is super cool. All right. Hey, Ellen. Welcome. So this is really cool, but it's kind of difficult to get it to stick. So I'm probably going to have to use, you know, some art glitter glue here. And some clips. All right. All right, so really using a lot of clips this time. Stop this. All right, so really using a lot of clips this time. All right. If anybody out there is on plays Fortnite, my Fortnite. What do you call it? Is it a handle, a nickname? What is it? Username? It's Cup of Noodles 56. So I'm guessing there's not anybody, but I like to throw it out there anyway. I'm guessing there's not anybody. it would be fun to see you guys in another context. So, all right, so now I've got that. And I can't really do anything on the back side of this page yet, so I'm going to just go ahead and keep decorating. And let's see, what else would I like to do? How about, I'll grab some paper and see if I can find anything that would work. I'm kind of going along with the, you know, with all the blues and black. So, oh, thanks, gamer tag. Yeah, that's my gamer tag. So, if you guys wanna challenge me on Fortnite, I am open to that. So for working all of these lighter colors and everything, mostly, I am not seeing any darker colors at this point. So this is what I'm going to do. Is just take a piece of this and put this on the edge. Maybe I might want it a little bit less, you know, deep like that. Oh, forgot I had this. All right. Oops. Well, I think I'm going to cut that part off anyways. Pretty sure. Maybe not. So, do any of you guys decorate the edges of your paper? I mean the edges, sorry, page edges in your junk journals? I know Melissa does cool things. She always posts in the Facebook group, which I should tell you guys that I am going to be closing that Facebook group. I just can't keep up with that, and I'd really much rather have my, you know, work with my Patreon. Subscribers. Because it's just easier to deal with one group. Okay, so there's that. And that looks pretty cool, I think. I'm going to do this, though. And these papers are really cool, guys. If you like to have, to buy hand-dyed paper, my friend Desiree does that. And this is one of her papers, and she does large ones, and she does, you know, a lot of different colors and everything. But her business is called Made by Marley, and she does some really neat things. So go have a look at her. At her shop. I believe she's on Etsy. So, all right, so there's that. But I think I want to have something cover this, so. Sometimes the edges just get really, they get gluey, you know? So, I love this kind of, thank you. Well, I shouldn't say thank you, right? Because it's not my paper. I didn't make it, but I really love her papers, and it's almost like, you know, it's almost like I don't even want to use it because it's so beautiful. And it was a little pricey to me, but not terrible. And you know, so I'm like, I'm in that save it for a rainy day mode, and you know, on a rainy day, I don't even want to do, I don't even want to do anything with it. So we don't have that many rainy days. So, but when we do, I'm snuggling under my blankets and drinking some hot tea or something, or coffee, depends on what time of the day. So let's see. So I love that look. You know, it's just pretty. It's simple. You know, but it's really pretty. So I love that look. You know, it's just pretty. I think I'm going to do something though on this side. But I don't like that it's like a picture. All right, I'll keep thinking. So now we can, oh, I've got some cool paper from a calendar. And so I'm going to want to get a piece of this. This is such a weird ruler because it looks like, you know, a decal edge ruler, which is what I use it for. But it is an interesting thing because it's metal and it looks like it's actually something that you would run through a Sizzix or something. And yeah. So I'm confused as to what it's going to be or what it's supposed to be, so I am just using it the way I want. So there. Simple but haunty, yes. Simple but haunty, yes. And they don't all have to be like super fancy. Like every edge doesn't have to be super fancy, but super fancy. Like every edge doesn't have. That's kind of interesting. But just, you know, if you have a few edges that are bulkier, you know, then that's enough. You don't have to be bulky with all of the edges. You know, then that's enough. You don't have to be bulky with all of the edges. It's like crooked or something. I'm just trying to think here. All right. Yeah, a cutting die. Yes, thank you. I have others that are cutting dies that look just like that. So I have others anyway. That are cutting dies that look just like that. So no, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's just stick to the edges, okay? All right, so there's that. This is like a tab. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that too. That's pretty great. All right, so let's do something like that. A couple of the pages. Yeah, I really like to use it that way, and it gives good edges, you know. Pretty good edges. I know, right? So I'm a person that loves to use like every single scrap that I have. I don't like throwing away anything. I don't even want like my Ezra to throw anything away. So here's a funny story though. I don't know if you knew this, Ezra, but when Todd's grandparents were alive, there was like this running joke that they had to hide, that my mother-in-law had to hide anything she wanted to throw away because Grandpa would take it back out of the trash. And and it's just funny, you know. So here I am, you know, being like, no, don't throw it away, you know, or whatever. And I'm sitting on a cajillion things. I don't know. I don't want to work with the same paper twice in a row. But really, you can just do whatever you want on a lot of these pages. But then I'm also going to find. Oh, that's not really a good thing to put glue on that side. I'm going to find some. There we go. I'm going to find some ribbon and some bulkier stuff that I want to put on some of the edges. So there we go. So now these are kind of looking, you know, like there's some substance here, you know, which is what I wanted. And I don't know if this is sticking on here yet, but look at how frickin' cool this looks, you guys. I mean, it's really, really cool. Look right here. And I didn't even do that on purpose, but I just love it. So, let's see. Let us just see what else we can do. I think I want to find something bulky. This was one that I was looking at that I wanted to try. So there's that. Oh, guys. What about these? Yeah, I know. I love that. I love all the edging. So these aren't necessarily bulky, but I can make them that way. So these aren't necessarily bulky, but I can make them that way. Let's see. All right. And one more. All right. I just got done putting a whole bunch of things away so I could do these live streams. And guess what? All right, so let me think. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and try it with this. And if it needs some glue, I'll go ahead and add it. But what I really ought to do is to actually sew this like this. Sew it together. So let me grab a thread. And these are what I found first. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, one of these. I could just use the blue. Oh my gosh, these scissors are stupid. You guys ever have a pair of scissors that are like dull in one place and then sharp in another? It's kind of infuriating trying to find that place where it's not dull. All right, so. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and tie a, uh-oh, don't do this to me. Okay. All right. What's everybody else working on right now? It could be anything. I don't really expect you guys to craft while I'm doing it, but you can. But, I mean, you could always like do the laundry or the dishes or whatever. And hang out. Okay, I'm trying to make a big enough knot that it is going to your budget. Good job. Good job. Okay, I don't know. I think I have a better way to do this. So, where is my piece of blue? Why did I lose it? Why did I lose this? All right. Oh, here it is. It was on my lap. Aw. The bunny junk journal. That is so cute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get it. Oh, here. I'll just use this loop right here. Okay, and so what I want to do is just gather this, you know. And I'm just going to do it real quick. It doesn't have to be awesome, because whenever you just gather stuff, especially ribbon like this, you know, you can't really see where it is where it is sewn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, we're junk journaling, right? We're making a junk journal, so it's fine. You know, there are people online that make amazing, like super pristine junk journals. Have you ever seen that? So that's not me. I make more like eclectic and cozy journals, I guess. I don't know if cozy is a good word. But anyway. Almost done. I watched a bunch of episodes of The Handmaid's Tale today, and I'm in season 2. It kind of got really boring whenever Offred escaped and was like, you know, in those garages or that whatever that building was, and then in that garage. It got kind of boring. And so, and I felt really, oh, did you like it? Yeah. Yeah, I love it too. I really didn't watch the whole thing, so I figured I'd take the opportunity. I know, right, Melissa? It's not fun. That's just the bottom line. It isn't. So now I've got this going on here, and I can just, you know, control the gathers however I want to. But I already know that this glue stick is not going to be the thing that I want to use. So I think I'm going to give this a go, which is my double-sided tape. So maybe the combination of the two will be decent to hold it. Alright, let's pull that out, and it's looking pretty good, right guys? And so you can do this with anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, this kind of ribbon. It doesn't have to be ribbon at all. You know, it can just be a piece of fabric. But make sure the edges are frayed like muslin. That makes it really super cool. Alright, so now I'm going to cut this off and then just sort of move stuff around so it looks a little more even. Not pristine, just even. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And so let's see what that looks like. And that's pretty cool, right? I just love the look of the pages being just, you know, some of them are flat, some of them have volume, and all of them look pretty together. So that's too much. So maybe down at the bottom, like in this last one, I'll do one, you know, with this. But I'm going to wait a little while. I don't want to have them together too much. And maybe I can actually, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I really, really would like to put some of this, you know, on the edge. I think it would look so cool. But how? I'm thinking maybe like hot glue, but I don't want to get the hot glue out, you guys. I don't want to. So all right, let's see. Maybe I'll do this. Getting spammed on the stream. Okay, I really don't know what this is going to do once I cut it. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of debris from there. I guess that's fine. You know, it looks like it's sticking pretty well with the art glitter glue.
I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. It looks
All
like
right.
it looks like it's
So there's a second one. Cool, right? Pretty cool.
so there's a second one. There's a second one.
And I'm not going to waste these ones down here. I really would like to perhaps put some, like a couple of beads on that, but I'll do it later.
I'm not going to waste these ones down here. Really would like to put some perhaps with a couple of
And so let's do a few more
but I'll do it later.
flat ones. What else do I got here? Maybe a flat one, maybe not. Maybe not. Thank you, Ezra. Ezra's over there keeping us safe. Okay, you know what this ribbon is? It's the ribbon that they put around like a new set of sheets or a blanket or something. I always save these because I want to. Because I know I'll find something, you know, to use it for. And this is perfect. Having a lot of scraps to choose from is, it's pretty cool.
And this is perfect. And this is perfect. Having a lot of scraps to choose from.
Oh, there it is. All right. So I'm just, this is what I did on the, okay.
So I'm just
And this is why I didn't want to repeat this, but here I am. Okay, clearly this is not working very well, so let me go to the double-sided tape, and maybe together they will be able to work in harmony. All right. I don't know what song I was just singing, but I think it might have come from the Coca-Cola, the old It's the Real Thing Coca-Cola commercial. All right. Okay, so let's try it again. I'm probably going to have to be a little more careful because this double-sided glue will want to hang on to the ribbon. All right, let me put one of these on here just for this first bit. Oops. Just throwing glue at it, you guys. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I would love it if you did. Just Junk Journal Boss on Instagram. And I'm trying to grow that page. And you know, I'm just not really an Instagram person. I'm not really a social media person. And this is funny, but you know, live streaming like this is so much easier than, you know, trying to keep up with some kind of schedule for posting on social. All right, so there you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, everything looking good. And so that's just kind of how it is, you know, you just do, you know, a bunch of different things, try a bunch of different things, and, you know, make it your own. I'm just over here trying to find something else cool. Oh, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to not want to use this fabric. And I pretty much used it like so much on different projects. First project I used it on was a journal for Ezra. It was one of my first, like, you know, Gothic style journal, and I like how it turned out. It's pretty cool. So let's see, how would I like to do this? Probably could stand to run this through a wave iron, not a wave iron, but a hair straightener. I don't know. I'm going to hang on to that for a minute. And got some more of this that I can add. Oh, let's do this first. So alright, this edge looks a little bit crooked, so okay, I got a question for you guys. I really like old TV commercials from the era that I grew up in. So I'm wondering, did you, when you were little, see a commercial like all the time that you for a thing that you wanted really bad but never got? Oh, why is this happening? Oh, I see why. Well, I'll use it this way, I guess. I can't think of what I wanted that I didn't have. But some of the toys from back when I was a kid were really weird. Like I had this one doll called Tiffany Taylor, and you just had to like spin her scalp around, you know, and and you can change her hair color from blonde to brunette. She's lovely. So anyway, that was a toy that I actually had. But no, I think I had Tuesday Taylor because Tiffany was the big giant one, and Tuesday was the one that was, it wasn't exactly Barbie sized. Do you remember? It wasn't exactly Barbie sized, but I think it needs to be this side. But she was the same doll, but just smaller. She was, I don't know. She was like a giant in Barbie's world. So, anyways, and the Tiffany Taylor was really huge. You guys know toys from commercials in your childhood? I think not. I think by the time Ezra was growing up, there wasn't any more commercials. He was probably thinking about asking his doctor if, I don't know, Zeljans was right for him or something, because that's all we kind of had. Oh, kinetic sand. I don't really know what that is. Okay, maybe not that. Oh, yeah. Did you not have one, Ezra? Tamagotchi? Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like you guys got the toys that were like the latest thing usually, but I'm not sure. Was there one that we were just like, no? Oh, I know one that we were probably just like, no about, or not Dad, but me, because I was like that. I wouldn't let you guys do anything having to do with Pokemon because I was a superstitious person back then. And oops, don't. I was pretty superstitious back then. So, you know, I used to give away like my power to things, you know, and I just don't do that anymore because I feel like we can give the power to something, you know, just by, you know, being all weird about it. So, and I was super weird like that. I did that a lot when I was younger. But it's okay. We lived through it. You lived through it, right? Oh, I know. It was probably so built up, right? Because, I mean, there ended up being a time when I wasn't doing that really anymore. You guys were just doing your own thing. But, yeah. Yeah. It's funny because whenever there is something that people are complaining about, like some sort of, you know, it has some sort of dynamic that, you know, you don't want your kids to get involved in or whatever. Not you, but me. It ends up being that everybody just, you know, accepts it, and pretty soon, in about like 10 years, all their kids are reading it. It's funny. Oh, yeah. And did yours happen to, did your Slinky happen to walk down the stairs? Because that was something that I wanted my Slinky to do. Oh gosh, you guys, I have a story about something. Now I know something that I really, really wanted, and I actually did get it, but it was very sad. And maybe some of you guys will relate to this. Oops. So we used to read comic books when we were little, right? And they always had these things that you could order from the comic book, I guess, you know. Maybe just like, I guess you might call it like affiliate links. Aw, I'm sorry that happened to you, Melissa. So anyway, I always wanted the, what is that little family? The little smiling family that was supposed to be fish, but they really were just brine shrimp or something, like babies. Bye, Darla. Have a good night. So, I forget what they're called. I know one of you guys knows. Sea monkeys, thank you. Yes, so I finally got sea monkeys, and I so desperately wanted to see the mom smiling like that. You know, I wanted them to have those happy faces. And I was sorely disappointed because what they ended up being was just little, I don't know. I don't even know if they were as fun as pollywogs. Pollywogs? No, tadpoles. Pollywogs. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I said it. But anyways, it was very sad. So that was one of the tragedies of my childhood. So don't you all feel terrible for me. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Oh boy. So there is that. Okay, it's past 4, guys. So I'm just sitting here blathering on, and so I should let you guys go. And thanks for being here. And I think you guys get the idea about just adding things to your pages, you know, bulky and flat. Oops. And it ends up looking really cool in a lot of different ways, and probably in ways that you wouldn't expect it to. So try it yourself. And if you are on Patreon, whether you are a free member or a paid member, you can go into the community chat, and there's one there for everybody in the community. There's also one that says show-offs. That's where you post your cool stuff. Okay, Ezra, thank you. See you next week. So anyway, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. And thank you for being here. And thank you so much for your support. If you guys want to catch me on YouTube, you can catch me next Wednesday at 2 p.m. on my channel, Junk Journal Boss. If you want to join Patreon, you don't have to pay for anything if you don't want to. You can just go head over there and join for free. And you can interact in the group and everything like that. So that's all I got, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So that's all I got, and I will talk to you guys.